If you're looking for a gift for an architect in your life, don't be one of those people that gets some Lego. What's going on, guys? My name is David Tomic and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about some of the best gifts that you can get for an architect. In 2020, there is 1,000,001 things that you can get for somebody. I trolled the internet for a few hours looking for some of the best suggested architect gifts out there, and 99% of them are terrible. From an architect to another potential architect watching, you probably know what I mean. There's people out there buying you little Lego blocks or model bricks or concrete soap holders. All of these items are well and truly good, but no architect really wants them. So if you're watching this looking to buy a gift for an architect, today we're going to talk about 10 different products that might be perfect for that person in your life. So we're going to start with 5 tech-related gifts that are very specific to the niche of architecture. And the first one is, of course, a good keyboard and mouse. If you know anything about what that architect friend does all day, they more than likely sit at a computer for 12 to 14 hours a day just creating away. So this means that they really want to be treated, and that extra couple $100 that they spend on a keyboard and mouse combo could be the difference between them having carpal tunnel and major wrist problems in the future to not at all. So this is my number one suggestion to anybody looking to buy a gift for an architect in 2020. Moving on to the second gift idea, and it is the DJI OM4. Now, this is the brand new gimbal released by DJI. I bring this one to your attention today because architects are having to create more and more content in order to be able to promote themselves as a personal brand. Architects are being labeled as brands now more so than anything. It isn't you go to a firm, you go to a very specific architect. So as architects, we are creating more and more for ourselves to be able to get more and more clients for the firm. Number 3 is one of my most used tools and something that I'm going to be upgrading to very shortly. It is the Apple iPad Pro with the Apple Pencil 2. The reason I specify this product here and not any of the other iPads is for the simple fact of refresh rate, screen brightness, and the compatibility with the pencil. I currently have an iPad Air. It is the older generation. I have to have the older generation pencil, and the screen isn't very good. Whereas at work we use the iPad Pros, the screen resolution is significantly better. You can see the details in the drawings, and the responsiveness of the pencil is much sharper. Not to mention the fact that you can easily snap it onto the side and charge it whilst you're talking during a meeting, whereas with the older generation you have to stick it into the bottom and you can't just pick it back up and keep going. It is a bit of an awkward experience. Number 4, if the lucky architect in your life works at a rather large practice with lots of people surrounding them, then more than likely they're going to need some good headphones to drown out the noise and pay attention to their work. So there's a number of options here. Depending on the phone they use, you can either go with the Apple AirPods or you can go with the Samsung Galaxy Buds. Alternatively, you can get a set of Beats by Dre that are over the ear and cancel out the noise extremely well. Number 5 is the tech home gift for all architects and creative tech nerds. It is Phillips Hue Lighting. With a number of different solutions, you can get them to just have fun at home. I personally purchased Phillips Hue Lighting for my home. It's in the bedroom, it's in the study here, and it's just a creative outlet basically. Now moving on to the next 5 products, they're all a little bit quirky, they're all a little bit interesting, and they all vary from very cheap to very expensive in the exact same category. So I'm not going to specify anything for each individual product, I'm just going to give you a generic recommendation here. They're all very useful for architects, and if you have an architect in your life, you're going to know why pretty quickly. So the first product of choice is a 3D printer that's potentially a laser cutter and a CNC machine as well. The more we start to create and design, and the busier we get in life, the less time we have to physically model. At university, architects have to model hundreds of different little projects and little homes out of cardboard and styrofoam and wood. You genuinely just don't have time for that in the real world. So a 3D printer becomes a great useful tool for any architect looking to model very quickly and very rapidly. Number 2, going back to my very first point, and the simple fact that we work in a chair and a desk for a very, very long period of time. So number 2 is a good ergonomic chair. And I think anybody that sits down in an office for a very long time can appreciate this gift. Number 3, personally speaking, I do a lot of travel as an architect. I travel 500-600 kilometers every other week to visit my projects and to visit my clients. So a good leather duffel bag is extremely important. I personally don't have one, but I find that the more and more I travel, the better it would be to have something that you could quickly pack, carry on, and go. Now, this is one of those items that varies from relatively cheap to very expensive, depending on your preference, depending on your style. Personally, I think there's a couple good options out there, so whatever you choose, I'm sure it will be a good choice. Number 4 is wireless security cameras for your house. They're very easy to install. They're a tech-related gift, which most architects will love because we are all driven by technology most of the time, and yet they are something that'll keep us all safe. And last but not least is again something relating to never being at home and never having too much free time, and that is a robot vacuum. More so than not, I'm having to find myself quickly running around the house, cleaning it at the end of the week, and I just genuinely don't have that time for it, especially in the busy periods of Christmas. So having a robot vacuum would be a greatly appreciated gift, I'm sure, by any busy architect in 2020. Anyway, that's all for me today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got some useful information out of it and some good gift ideas. If you did, make sure you smash that like button to help others with their gift ideas. Smash that subscribe button to see more of my content. And as always, I'll see you next Monday.